EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
The set, right to the 3. He's not going to get me.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now Newton. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They need to get... A shotgun snap for Newton. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
We know that Gano has that big leg. He had the longest made field goal in the NFL last year, 63 yards to beat the Giants in Week 4. That was the longest game winner in NFL history, and he converts from long here again. After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Winston throwing complete to Mike Evans. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Jameis to throw it. Got a man, it's Brashad Perriman. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Brashad Perriman, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Bucs have taken the lead. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready, 180, 152.
Crunch down, defense.
Ready.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Ready, 180.
3rd and long, it's Newton. And he finds a man, it's Olsen. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line.
Yeah, Greg Olsen's back for his 13th NFL season. The last 9 have been in a Panthers uniform. Only 9 games for him a year ago, 7 the season before due to injuries. But when healthy, 1,000-yard receiver in 2014, 15, and 16.
Here we go.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27.
Check.
First carry from Mike Davis, the former Seahawk. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
On first down, Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. JPP cruising in for the sack that time.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
All day, just like that.
Here's Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Greg Olsen. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 10-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Here's Winston. He's got Evans. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Ready. Black, we do that.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Winston now to throw on first down. Open man is Howard, the tight end. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. Find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
Winston connecting with Howard. A good pickup there of 22.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. From the red zone now, Winston. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again with Winston. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack.
Is there anything Luke Kuechly can't do on the field?
Doesn't seem to be the case.
I mean, we just saw the sack there, right? We know he's terrific in pass coverage, but what I like is his intelligence, the way he gets a defense set, and he actually audible defenses when he sees what the offense is presenting and get them into something else and get them into a better spot.
Drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let him know, let him know.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton got his target, Samuel. A good pickup there, 21 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. And the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This is McCaffrey. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. All tied up at 10, 2 minutes left in the first half. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him.
Ready? Move in.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Green, come with me.
Switch.
Let me go.
On 1st and 10, Winston. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Winston. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Winston. He completes it to Evans. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first. Jameis now on 1st down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Sacked there by Nick Perry, the outside linebacker. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the 1st down with his legs. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 1st down, Winston. Bryant has it. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Right there. 54.
Easy. Flip. You got me. Let's go. Don't be scared. Easy.
Check. Watch 54.
Easy.
Go.
Sonny.
Go.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54.
To throw is Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Winston to Godwin on the connection there for a Tampa Bay first. Winston now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are able to regain the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. That is caught. It's Perriman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice eat.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
Check 20.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And it's caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They come up in an offset eye.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Again, McCaffrey. And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gano the extra point, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Check, 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 check. Wait. Easy. Wait.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Ready? Hey, let's get it for broken. White 25. You remember me?
On second down now, it's Carson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And it's third down.
Ready? Blue ready. Mike 54. Watch the eye. Hey, 5 on 50. 5 on 50. Let's go.
Third and long for Winston. He finds his target. It's Evans. It's a gain of 16. First down, Tampa Bay.
Ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Ready? Blue ready. Hey, stop.
On second and 11 now. Winston looking for Perriman there. He's got him. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. To throw, Winston. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Shaq Thompson leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. On second down, it's Carson, and he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On third down, Winston. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. And we're back now in Charlotte. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Well, we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage in hands. Not really able to be blocked on that play. Close things down inside.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Panthers on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. Now it's Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Second and 11 at the Buccaneers' 33-yard line.
Ready? Right to the 3. Choose the mic. Know your job.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Panthers on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And the 10-year bet knocks it through the goalpost. And with that, they take the lead here, 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
On 2nd down, Winston again. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. This is fielded at the goal line. Gets past one man. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Shift.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. Winston now after the fumble recovery. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston and Brate, the tight end's got it. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Jameis to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're putting the eyes of the quarterback in when he delivers the ball.
And Gay knocks this one through, and that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Carl Nassib in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll run with McCaffrey. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Newton to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. This from long, very long range. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. This from long, very long range. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the fourth quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play's doing.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Panthers, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they'll fall to 1-1, and they'll get a chance to redeem the